In South Africa, across all 9 provinces, all final year school learners write a national exit exam. The results of this exam determines the learner's opportunity for tertiary education. The results that we will share with you today is based on the 2011 to 2014 results of learners from our intervention or IBP schools in comparison to learners of schools that do not have access to the Internet Broadcast Program.
Through the Internet Broadcast Project, otherwise known as the IBP, subject experts present lessons at the studios situated at the South Campus of the University of the Free State, and these lessons are broadcasted live via VSAT internet connection to 70 centers across the province. Each participating school is equipped with 24/7 uncapped internet access and an all-in-one device, otherwise known as the iBox.
For the purpose of this impact study, we have looked at certain schools from the Free State province. In the Free State, there are 5 districts, and within each district, schools are categorized according to quintile. Quintile 1 being a school where learners do not pay school fees, to a quintile 5 school where learners do pay school fees. Once all schools in the Free State has been sorted according to quintile level, as well as the number of subjects enrolled for exit exam, schools were sorted in either IBP or non-IBP grouping. The Free State Department of Education then selected schools of similar ranking, similar status to IBP schools. This group formed the control group, schools that did not have access to the Internet Broadcast Project, and results of the final exit exam between our IBP schools and the control group were compared. In this slide, you can see the comparison of the IBP and non-IBP schools, the 5 districts, as well as the numbers of schools between IBP and non-IBP schools, of quintile 1 to quintile 4 schools, as well as the learner enrollment of each of these groupings. The IBP started in 2011. Schools were selected based on their geographical positioning, as well as their potential to achieve, but the fact that they possibly underachieve. You can see clearly from the stats presented to you now that in the 2011 exit exam results, on a national level, all learners across South Africa, 70.2% of learners across South Africa passed the exit exam. If we look at the 5 districts where we broadcast to, and we looked at the control and the IBP schools, it is clear that when we started the project, that the IBP schools were predominantly schools that underperformed compared to our controlled group. And if we look at the results of last year November's exit exam in 2014, it is clear that our schools, the IBP schools, are starting to outperform the controlled group of schools across the province. It is not just the number of passes or the average pass percentage for each school that is important, but it is also the quality of pass, because the quality of pass of each learner determines the opportunity that they have for tertiary education. If we look at the slide, we can see that in the past exam 2014, the exit exam, within 1 district, Mateo, when we compared the controlled group with the IBP schools across the levels, a level 1 indicates that a learner obtained between 0 and 29% for a specific subject. Level 2, 30 to 39%, and all the way to a level 7, which is a learner who obtained a mark higher than 80%. If we compare the Mateo district's level passes, we can see that there is a slight difference between the level passes. On level 1, this is marks of learners who failed a specific subject. 10.9% of learners of the control group did not obtain a mark higher than 29% of which only 7.7% of IBP schools. Although this is still alarming, we do believe that it is much better than what we faced in the past. Level 4, 5, 6 and 7 obtained higher marks, which gives us a higher quality pass. What is also important is to analyze the usage of the project within our IBP schools. We have looked at the quality of passes, the number of passes compared to the utilization of the videos available on the catalogue. MediaSite allows us to do a weekly analysis of participation and usage of videos available to our schools. With the usage, it is clear that it is not only schools who have access to the project that achieve better, but it is also schools who make more use of the content that outperform our other IBP schools. The slide in front of you is an analysis of 2 of our IBP schools in the Garib district, one school being Wangaletu, and you can see that they have only viewed 3 topics within one subject in the week of 28 October to 3 November, compared to Lerela Tutu, who have viewed 47 topics across 5 subjects within the same week. Lerela Tutu outperformed Wangaletu in the final exam. Having shared only a small portion of the statistics available, it is clear that we have a huge return on investment, that this project, when utilized across schools, have the potential to turn around education in South Africa.